What's going on, Dominators? David Dominator here, and I was not expecting to make another video this soon, this fast, this quickly, until I saw this. So, there's a few things I would like to announce that they have done. I guess somebody has already has the alternate logos to the teams and what they are. And I don't know if these are true. I am also taking this from an XFL site. It says by Mike Mitchell, shared the at XFL's alt or secondary logos for ESPN's article. Gosh, I keep hitting this. So I'm going to show you guys that, as well as I was mainly the reason why I came on here, because this wasn't a part of the video, that I for some reason cannot find anywhere else on this page. It literally is just, it's like it's missing from his page, but I can see it on my phone, is that there is going to be an XFL draft. The draft has been announced, but there's some new details. The XFL draft will take place November 16th and 17th at the UFC Apex here in Las Vegas, which is like 27 minutes away from me. And then two quarterbacks per team will be assigned November 15th. This is interesting, especially because of the list of quarterbacks we saw earlier this year, and then a new list that came out. Now, I already have a guy that I saw recently that I had in my the top 10 people I wanted to see in the XFL, and it looks like Carson Strong, the rookie from Nevada, who was a undrafted rookie, went to Philadelphia. Then I think he had a couple copy with the Broncos practice squad, and he is not going to be, and he is eligible, or he is going to be one of these stars that are in this tryout. Now, if one of these guys if he gets assigned to a team, I think he will be assigned to I feel like he would be assigned to the Vegas team, because they would want to have a few of these guys who have like a background with the team. And I guess you could say, well, he was upstate in Reno, and stuff. So, but real quick, this is going to be a little choppy, so don't blame me for this. But here are the alternate logos that have been kind of announced. So for the DC Defenders, they have basically this nice little logo here that I truly enjoy. Now, I also want to, since I have time, I want to add this into this video. There is already going to be a lot of controversy over logos. Now, every time a company comes out with something, and there's always going to be a question, oh, well, did they steal this design? How did they get this? And in my initial video that I made a few hours ago, I mentioned that the star was going to be a problem because it was going to be too much representation of the other logo from the UCFL, the Gamblers. But then when I made that video, I was like, you know what? It's really not that bad. And honestly, I'll be honest, by the way, from that initial videos, because already I freaking love all of these logos. And I'm not even going to lie. And I like this alternate. I think it's going to be a nice patch on the sides. Because let's be honest here, I don't know why I was thinking like hockey jerseys at first, where I was expecting this D to be like the centerpiece of the jersey. That's not going to happen. We're going to have the D right here on the top of the crest, probably even just says Defenders. And then if these are the secondary logos, oh my god, it's going to be perfect. The Battlehawks just has the STL, so nothing fancy. I don't think these will be a part of the uniforms at all. I personally think that the Battlehawks will have them on the shoulders, and that will probably be it. And then probably have like the St. Louis part here. I'm just going based off of the old uniforms. Reminder, this could be, I honestly think that since this is really the only team that truly is keeping with their design, that's not true. I guess the Roughnecks, but this is gonna be probably the copy and paste, the only copy and paste. But I have no problem with the STL being their secondary logo. It's not that bad. Now, the Guardians had this similar logo. It's obviously been modified last year. Obviously, it had like the N and then it was the G. This I like because it represents the O. It's trying to fill in the O as much as possible for Orlando, and then getting that Guardian. It's big and bold. I don't expect these to be on the jerseys as the other ones. I honestly think that these will be the helmets. These will be on the helmets, I think, obviously. But I think they will also be on the shoulder pads. I don't think that this logo will be used. I would think if they use it somewhere on the jersey, it's here. That's not going to go on the shoulders. It's going to go right here as the top part. But I like it. Plain simple. I like it for a very detailed logo. This is still my favorite logo. Vipers, so in my initial video, and I haven't had comments on it yet, but honestly, I was a little too hard on Vegas because truly, after watching it and giving it a big minute, I love these. I love these so much. So excuse me. It is plain and simple, but it's a unique aspect to it, and it wasn't like the opposite. There is already a problem I'm hearing that people are having. And I already said that I already know what color schemes are going to probably be used, and it looks like with the secondary logo, it's true. A lot of people have also been saying, I saw that, oh, this looks a lot like the logo I see on 2K for the Las Vegas teams when you get for an expansion. Well, because that was for the Las Vegas Outlaws logo back in like 2001. So that's why. And this is pretty much a representation of it. I don't think it's exactly the same. I'm going to look it up right now. Las Vegas Outlaws 2001. I'm 100% sure that is my internet down or something? Yeah. So it has like that one of these, there was two different types because it wasn't always like this logo that I'm seeing. Excuse me. There was another one. And it's pretty much similar. I like it. No problems. But once again, I honestly don't know what they're going to do with this logo because I cannot see them using the logo the way. I don't know if they'll put it on the pads. I don't think they will at all. But I feel like you have to have something on the pads, and they won't put the LV on there. That's just too much. If they have the logo anywhere, the only way I could think it works is right here. I would not be shocked if they put LV right here, though. But I like them. And now for the other ones, which this caught me off guard. Arlington. Literally the same exact logo as last year's. And now this is where I kind of get caught off guard. Because now it's like, what logo are they going to use for their helmets? What logos will they use? Because honestly, I think this logo right here should be the logo on the helmet. I also think that the R is perfect enough to the point where they could have it a cool design on the shoulders. There's a lot of questions that they could use there. I love this. I think their alternate logo last year was, or I keep saying last year, in 2020 was basically just a face. And then that got copyrighted because it looked too much like the New England Patriots logo. But I like this. I like this symbol. I love this because this H could go wherever it wants. It could go here. It could go on the shoulders, not just the helmets. Now I love this because this can go anywhere too. This can go in the center. This can go on the shoulders. So they're gonna have interesting. I loved Roughnecks stuff last year or 2020. That's gonna be fun. Now this is unique and I like it because the Brahmas are a unique name. They're a unique design. My apologies. Yeah, now I moved my mic. I know what you guys are saying. Like, come on. But I like the logo. I liked it now, and I love it still. A little interested because it's like, wonder what that is supposed to mean because I feel like they didn't need to do that. But I don't know because it looks like, because now I feel like they try to make it look like a football. Because that's really what I initially thought. But I like this because it's the bee with the horns. This I can tell you right now, I already feel like I know what these uniforms would be. Those are going to be perfect side plates for the sides, and this logo is going to be on the top, which I think will look good. I like this secondary. This is unique and this is interesting. With the Seattle logo, I had my problems, and I kind of still have my problems with it. I think a lot of people are actually saying that they like the Dragons logo, but it's one of their favorites, but it's also one of their least favorites because it looks like a kid drew it. It looks like an easy sticker and stuff like that. And it's growing on me as time goes on. I just do think that when you go from such a detailed logo to this, it's kind of disappointing. I honestly think they should have just kept the head of the old logo, plastered it on this to make it more of an S. I think they would have been fine. And then this secondary logo is honestly very unique, and I think this could be used anywhere else. Um, you know, Same thing with the logo. I think the logo can go on each side of the helmet. I think this logo can go on the shoulder pads. I think the main logo can go pretty much anywhere. I think they should stick with this main logo on the actual chest, or like the on the neck. And this side one. And if that, like I said, that is if these logos truly are. And like I said, here's everything where it says. Um, I had to double check, but it looks like they were taken that way from the ESPN article in our Twitter account, on our Twitter account, but it looks like they were taken down. Interesting, they were taken down. So I wonder if that truly means like, oh crap, we didn't mean to do that, which I'm fine with. I'm fine that we have the leaks. So, um, as much as people are like, you guys, nobody likes having anything like surprise. Well, we've been waiting for this forever, and like I think it's nice to know that for the XFL to be like, we really have fans that really want this information. So, as much as it's kind of annoying and crazy that they keep wanting to get these leaks, it's good to know that they actually care about the league, and I think that's something that people should look at. So yeah, tell me what you guys think about these, because I'm pretty sure these will be secondary logos, and honestly, my favorite ones like that, the Vipers. I hope that isn't their only secondary. I still think you need a full Viper, similar to what you had in the original 2020 XFL. Battlehawks, I feel like they should have something else because those are literally the only two, in my opinion, that are kind of plain. Like the Battlehawks have such a good logo though that it's hard to do something, but come on, it's St. Louis. You could do something. You could do an interesting secondary logo, including the city, like the arch or something. Like I think you could do something really unique and interesting with the Battlehawks, like the shield, or like have like a shield since you have the logo as like the sword. You could have an arch as the shield, and I think that'd be interesting. But I like the Defenders secondary logo. I like the Guardians. Renegades, I truly feel like it's similar to what I said about the Vipers in 2020. I think it should be flipped. I think that the Renegades should have their secondary logo, and their secondary logo needs to be their main logo. Because I said that about the Vipers in 2020. I just think that the way to make the uniforms to work for Vegas is because the LV is going to ruin a lot of things. So, um, I truly think that they should um, make a Viper face be another secondary logo because the LV I don't think will do much. Other than that, if I had to rate, by the way, nobody said this, but if I had to rate every single logo from top to bottom, this is truly my opinion. I think Guardians, Battlehawks, Houston, Brahmas, Defenders, Vipers, Renegades, Seattle, or Seattle then Renegades. That's how I truly feel. Um, I think when I really look at the R for Renegades, it just doesn't match well. So Renegades is at the bottom of the list. Secondary logo wise is completely different. I think that looking at the secondary logo, I think Arlington obviously takes number one. I think number two is the Defenders. I think number three is Houston. I think number four is the Guardians. I think number five is the Brahmas. Um, then Seattle, and then I think I'm gonna say Vegas and then St. Louis, because I think Vegas, the only reason why they're like their city like initials is better is because it looks like the Battlehawks have like that military type lettering, which is, I don't want to say plain, but like that when you look at the Vegas logo, it's bold. Like there's multiple colors in it. For the Battlehawks, it's literally just an STL in white. So that's how I would rank it. I remember last year I ranked it like, I think Seattle was top for everything. I think was the top of everything when it came down to logo and when it came down to uniforms. So I will do a uniform breakdown when that comes out. But yeah, a lot of news today coming from these, and it just proves to everybody why it's starting to get crazy. Because when you truly think about calendar wise, right, that in 2 weeks, not in basically in when this video comes out. Oh no, I'm gonna post it probably today, but in not next Tuesday, but the following Tuesday, the 15th, we will find out what quarterbacks are going to which teams. And that means 16 quarterbacks will be assigned to a team. And obviously, they'll probably draft one or two. I'm assuming they'll draft one. And some teams might draft two just to go into camp with 4 quarterbacks and then try to see where it happens. Because you don't know. Some of these guys might have certain plans where they might want to have 3 guys and one be the runner, one be the thrower, the passer. And then the following day, the 2-day draft starts, which will be at the Apex, which I'm very interested in if it's going to be open to people, if you have to get a ticket, if you have to get something, because if I'm allowed to go, I am going. I am going to the draft. I'm going to try everything in my power. If it's live, I'm going to try to do a live stream of it on my Twitch. I probably will honestly record it at the same time and put it on YouTube, or that might be later. But yeah, this was interesting, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know that I was not prepared to make 2 videos today at all. I wasn't prepared to make a video today because I didn't even think I was gonna be here. But yeah, so I definitely think that this is gonna be crazy month, and I have like a timeline where I think I've said this in the last video, is that I just truly think my timeline is pretty much spot on. Once camp comes around, once the players are in camp, we're gonna get uniforms, and then after that, January and February, we're in it to win it, and hopefully by draft time. So they got like 10 days, 11, 12, 15 days until they could release the Vegas, because everyone knows where they're playing except for Vegas, and I feel like if you're going to be drafted to Vegas, you need to be excited for something, and hopefully they could be excited to play in Allegiant and not in a crappy old stadium like Sam Boyd, or play at a high school stadium. So, or even, I was about to say college, but they can't even play at a college stadium because UNLV doesn't play at Sam Boyd anymore. They play in Allegiant. So that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys like this secondary breakdown. And that's going to be it for me. So like, subscribe, favorite, follow me on everything, because I have been active as hell on Twitter. I've been pretty active on that platform over there. We doing a lot of reaction because for some reason my controller sucks ass and I cannot really play games. Instagram, I'm going to start posting more on Instagram more about videos and stuff, truly. Or I don't even know. I might want to turn it into like an XFL news camp is really what I want to do. And then subscribe to me if you haven't already. Dominate the world. Dominators. David Dominators out. Have a lovely day. And if you're watching this on Halloween, have a spooky day. Dominate the world. Peace out.